Good evening, friends. You must have listened to the video on important checkpoints in a commercial vehicle. In continuation to that, we will see what are the important aspects that you need to check on a night service bus. All of you would agree that unlike a truck, the bus carries a lot of passengers, maybe 48 odd passengers, and each of them have a lot of commitments the next day. Invariably, you will see that these buses operate in the night. The bus has a lot of entertainment systems like audio, video, charging points for your laptop, charging point for your mobile, etc. And you would also have observed that apart from the standard headlamps that are given in the vehicle, the operators add additional headlamps, additional fog lamps, etc., and decorative lights all over the bus. This would definitely put an extra burden on the battery and therefore the alternator. So, apart from the regular checks that I have suggested for the commercial vehicles, we would be talking of a few important aspects that is to be taken care of while inspecting or preparing this vehicle for a night journey. The buses operate close to 400 to 600, sometimes even 800. Even buses going towards Bombay operate 1,000 to 1,500 kilometers at a stretch, except for the lunch breaks and other breaks. So apart from all those checkpoints, we need to give a lot of importance to the alternator on the vehicle. While you talk about alternator, we would also like to talk about the battery because that is where the DC current is drawn from. The bus is fitted with a 12-volt inverter. Therefore, they are connected to a particular battery. You will appreciate that the bus comes with a 24-volt system and it is provided with two 12-volt batteries. Now, for converting for converting your DC current to AC current, you have an inverter in a vehicle, and that converts 12 volts to 230 or 220 volts. Now, invariably, the owner or the technician would connect one battery to the what do you call inverter and forget it. The inverter, if the video is operating, the audio is operating, you would appreciate that in that particular battery, the huge current is drawn from that particular battery, and the charging cycle of that battery is different. Therefore, you would have to enlighten to the technician that they should keep changing the inverter connection to the battery periodically, maybe once in a week, so that both batteries are loaded equally. Otherwise, you will find that one of the batteries dries down very fast. Number two, with so many of the lights, high voltage bulbs coming in the front and the regulative lamps inside and outside the bus, the load on the regular battery, the 24-volt batteries, is quite high, resulting in constant charging. The buses operate close to about 80 to 100 kilometers per hour speed on the highways, though there are speed limiters, but I am afraid they don't work or they are being manipulated. The buses operate close to about 80 to 90 kilometers per hour speed, and the alternator is continuously running. It's not only running, it is also charging. It's doing work. Therefore, you will inevitably find the alternator gets heated up very much. Now, the alternator runs on two ball bearings at either end of the shaft or the armature. Now, these bearings get heated up over a period of time and they are not lubricated. They are sealed bearings. And over a period of time, these bearings become dry and resulting in seizure of the alternator. It's not just the alternator that gets seized and you get repaired. The timing belt gets cut. Once the alternator does not rotate, the timing belt the fan belt keeps rotating, rubbing over the pulley, and therefore the belt also cuts. Imagine if the belt cuts, it entangles itself with the fan blades, and thereby breaks it, causing damage to your radiator. And imagine this happening sometime by 2 o'clock because bus leaves at 8 or 9 and it takes 5 6 hours. After that, the alternator gets heated up and the failure normally happens between 1 and 3 o'clock in the night. Imagine when the bus is going at 1 and between 1 and 3, you may not get support. You may also be traveling in a very remote area. And remember, children, you are having passengers who have a lot of commitments the next day at their destination. Imagine the plight of the driver. It's not just replace the alternator and the vehicle starts. No, there has been a lot of consequential damages that has happened to the radiator. Therefore, it's imperative that you keep checking your alternator, or you can have a periodic timing and which the alternators are replaced proactively, taken out for maintenance and fitted back. This is very, very, very critical for a night service operational bus. More so if it is an air conditioned bus. Then, apart from this, I would suggest the bus driver carries a set of headlamps, set of a fan blade, and a set of fuses with him so that he is able to at least provide all this to a technician whom he is able to find at the middle of the night. Operating a night service bus is not so easy. So the maintenance has to be impeccable. You cannot ignore any of the points that we described the commercial vehicles and add to this the points that we have spoken about. This is apart from the cleanliness and the hygiene that you need to maintain within the bus. That I am not going to touch about. That is more to do with the operator. We talk about the technicalities of the vehicle. Fine, gentlemen. Thank you. Keep these points in mind and we'll meet in one other video. Thank you.